Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, your mate Momo. And today we're exploring one of the most confusing and often interesting questions in the modern dating. Why do so many kind, respectful, genuinely modern men struggle to attract women, while bad boys, seem to do it effortlessly? And the psychology behind this. It feels unfair, but you treat people well, you listen, you care, and yet somehow you end up in the friend zone, watching someone else get the girl. Like it happens all the time. It's like a paradox and a myth and a mystery of a kind. But here's the truth: attraction doesn't reward niceness. It responds to the confidence. Sometimes the way nice guys express their kind of kindness can unintentionally kill attraction before it even starts, and especially for women. So, today, let's unpack the real psychology behind this. Why being nice isn't the problem, where most good guys go wrong, and how to become both kind and deeply attractive. So, I'm not training you to be a bad guy, I'm just saying sometimes it's not right to be too nice because it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you gotta just man up and speak for yourself and say, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm not gonna take it. And you should actually, at that moment when you have the gut to speak for yourself, you will get more confidence and you will be respected more because you're not a slave. You're free to say and give your own opinion. So, um, today, let's unpack this psychology trick and how we can actually do it. The core mistake most guys actually make is the biggest mistake usually confusing kindness with passivity. So you don't have to be passive, you don't have to do that. You can be kind, and it's a very powerful gesture. It builds trust, safety, and respect. But when it comes without backbone, it can look like insecurity or fear. Take it for a moment. Imagine the eyes of the person who wanted your help when he was looking at you. That desperate kind of feeling that you get, mm, you see, you don't want that. And to women or to anyone, it's a psychological kind of belief and thinking. It's exactly the same. So if they're like weak, it's not the best. But if they're confident and they're like they have some power, that's when it triggers. If you never say no, if you always agree, if you hide your own opinions just to avoid conflict, people stop seeing you as a person, but as a slave, perhaps. Confidence is the foundation of attraction because when a man can't stand up for himself, a woman subconsciously wonders if life gets hard, will he be able to stand up for me? He can't even get what he wants, it's just like that. Just think about it for a second. That's where the attraction quietly fades. Not because women don't want kind men, but because they want kindness backed with strength. So when you have a strength, when you have options, when you can choose, you can, for example, choose, okay, for example, I like this one, I like this thing, I take care of it. Well, I don't, I am free to choose, I'm a free man. So that's the beauty of it. That's the part that it actually happens. So here's actually the kitchen and stuff. You can see on the background. Let me know. It's cool kind of background. So back to the topic. Well, what is the bad boy effect though? Like you might be wondering. Why do bad boys often seem more desirable? Like in the movies when you see they depict the bad boys as the cool guy who's like really interesting, really cool, and they want to be just a bad boy, like wearing a leather jacket, like a cool guy and stuff. Um, it's not about being cruel or toxic, it's about certainty, presence, and self assurance that they have a special confidence that is unshakable and they don't need to prove it. And they have that. So men with the bad boy energy, project, confidence, they take risks, speak their mind, and move through life as if they know their worth. That confidence creates an illusion of power and emotional control, and our brains are wired to find that compelling and desirable actually. Even if deep down those same traits come with emotional instability or selfishness. In the early stages, that confidence feels magnetic, like emotionally, like wow, that guy is cool. He's got something. Wow, he's someone. The way he walks, the way he presents himself. Interesting. That feeling. But a guy who's confused, who doesn't believe in himself, you see that guy, you say, he's a loser. He doesn't believe even in himself. That's exactly what happens in the mind of everyone. I mean, you can just see the world from that perspective. It's not the danger itself that attracts, it's the certainty behind it. Real confidence versus the fake confidence. Here's the turning point. Real confidence isn't loud, it's not arrogance or domination, it's quiet. It's quiet certainty. It's showing and knowing who you are and your values, your boundaries, your direction, and not bending them just to be liked. Because if you respect your own standards, everyone else is going to do that. But if you break your standards just to please someone else, you already lost the game. And it's just like a game, like the shift of desire and all this kind of aspects. So we should focus on that. A truly confident man doesn't need to control others to feel powerful. He doesn't perform confidence, he embodies it. He has it. He doesn't need to prove it. At the moment you have to prove it, it's like not gonna happen. Usually, the strongest man in the room is not the loudest guy. He's just listening right there, and he doesn't need to prove it. I mean, look at the James Bond movies. He has a certain aura and presence. When he's sitting somewhere, everyone will be like, okay, that guy, he's very special. He's like a truly confident man. And that kind of energy women can trust. It's strong, it's emotionally safe, it's like leadership without ego, and that's what creates the lasting attraction. Why some women fall for the toxic relationships? Now let's talk about a tougher question about, let's say, why do some women keep getting pulled into toxic relationships? Here are four reasons. Like, one of them is the inexperience of being young and naive. Why? I mean, I'm sorry for saying this, but it's just the truth. I'm gonna talk about the naked, let's say, frankness, kind of everything, without, let's say, putting some nonsense to it. It's just very frank, up in front, but so true. When they're like the new young women are new to love, it's hard to tell the difference between passion and possession. Jealousy can feel like care, control can feel like love, and the sense of validation. Some women, especially those who are actually struggling with self worth, become addicted to emotional highs and lows of a toxic partner because they can do this kind of roller coaster ride of emotional kind of feelings that they get. And women sense things quite in a stronger way. That's because centuries of evolution, they were like, taking care of the family while the men went on hunting. So these have actually affected this circumstance. Indeed, that's why they can sense things in a very strong way, and they have a gut feeling about everything. They constantly analyze and test. But they become addicted to emotional highs and lows of a toxic partner. It's a cycle. Like, they hurt, they apologize, they reward, they repeat. That roller coaster releases dopamine, and the same chemical that fuels addiction. So it's like addictive. The thrill. Toxic dynamics can feel exciting at first. The drama, the unpredictability. It is unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen, and it keeps the brain hooked. So it's like really interesting. And the media, actually, illusion. Movies, shows often romanticize chaos. We've all seen stories where like suffering equals the love. But in real life, true love is calm and not chaotic. What is the balance between kindness and strength? So, what's the real takeaway here? Women don't reject kindness, they reject weakness disguised as a kindness. And being a good man doesn't mean being passive, it means being grounded, kind but not a pushover, empathic but not afraid to disagree. Because attraction lives in polarity, warmth, balance, with power and softness balanced with certainty. So we need a guy or a person who's certain enough in himself, who trusts himself, his power and everything. And at the same time, they can be caring and loving to who they choose. They have a wide variety of people to choose from. It's not that he's desperate to one, it's just that he has a few options. And that's beautiful. Like you can sense it, you can feel it. You know what I'm talking about. So being a good man doesn't mean being passive. If you can be kind and assertive, caring and confident, you're not just a nice guy, you're a man of substance. And that's rare and that's magnetic. So to every good guy watching this video, don't stop being kind, just stop being afraid. I mean, you can be nice to everybody, but you should understand, okay, in their eyes, I'm just seen as a nice guy. They're gonna be with another one, and you understand when to stop that. Like, you're not a slave to them, you're not benefiting from them. So speak your truth, set your standards. You can talk to them and lead with confidence, not control. Because the most attractive man isn't the bad guy, or not the nice guy even. It's the man who knows who he is and doesn't apologize for it. You're confident, you know who you are, you know your self worth. You are choosing them, you're giving them an opportunity. It's a mutual thing. Uh, Most people, when I want to actually talk to someone, it's like, hey, will they like me? How can I get them? It's not like that. It's just like you're giving a chance to them to know you. If you shift a mentality like that, they're gonna feel it. Imagine you yourself, someone wants to attract you, and they come to you, they're like, I don't want it. You feel that disgust kind of feeling. But when someone is nice enough and strong enough, you'll be like, wow, I want them to take care of that. It makes sense like that. Because the most attractive man has the power and he's focused and locked on a mission. And you can sense that he has a very interesting kind of feeling. And thanks for tuning in the channel, and drop a comment below. Do you think kindness helps or hurts attraction in today's world? And if this message responded to you and it was interesting to you, make sure to subscribe for more honest psychology-based conversations about confidence, modern kind of relationship, and love. I am Momo, and I'll see you in the next episode.